But moving on, 30 days in office and Arvind Kejriwal finds himself surrounded by controversies. The latest embarrassment coming from within. AAP MLA Vinod Kumar Binny accusing Kejriwal of being autocratic now. Has power changed Arvind Kejriwal in these 30 days? Take a look.
These are the voices of dissent against the common man's Chief Minister, Arvind Kejriwal. 30 days in power, the man who promised to return power to the people stands accused of being autocratic. Serious charges being levelled by one of his own, integral to the AAP campaign in Delhi, Vinod Binny, expelled for alleged indiscipline. The Aam Aadmi Party quick to deny charges, ruling out Binny's return to the party fold.
किस कारण से आप ऐसा कर रहे हैं? कल ही आपको बीके मल्होत्रा जी ने तुरंत आमंत्रित भी कर लिया कि आइए आप भारतीय जनता पार्टी में आइए. तो इसके पीछे बहुत कुछ खेल चल रहा है.
Already under fire for shielding Somnath Bharti, despite mounting criticism, party's actions against Binny have exposed Aam Aadmi Party to further criticism. A wary opposition distancing itself from the controversy.
Binny's case is concerned, not much should be said because it is the internal matter of AAP party.
उनकी ही अपनी पार्टी के द्वारा पार्टी से बाहर निकाले जाने का मामला, ये उनका अपना पार्टी का अंदरूनी मामला है.
Is Kejriwal protecting his own? Perhaps. If Binny has been charged with indiscipline, then Aam Aadmi Party's critics claim why the double standards when it comes to his lieutenants, Kumar Vishwas and Somnath Bharti, both accused of misogynistic comments.
कई और पार्टी के विधायक हैं जो कि उनके साथ संपर्क में हैं. अब सरकार भी अलमत में आ गई है एक तरीके से.
चलो ठीक है, देख लेंगे. हमें कौन सी सरकार बचाने की राजनीति थोड़ी करनी है.
Vinod Kumar Binny has not only attacked Arvind Kejriwal, but he's attacked the very idea of the ideology of the Aam Aadmi Party of being transparent and democratic in its working. This, of course, has left many people to ask the simple questions. Is the sacking of Vinod Kumar Binny justified? Has the Aam Aadmi Party perhaps crossed a line in double standards between Vinod Kumar Binny and Somnath Bharti? And the last, of course, straightforward question, has the Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal in person have adopted the approach of its my way or your highway?
Well, Arvind Kejriwal and team have completed 30 eventful and controversial days in office. Over the last 30 days, Kejriwal has tasted real power. But according to some, unfortunately, he hasn't demonstrated he is above its insidious allure. More often than not, Mr. Kejriwal has abused his position, they say. First, by embarking on a controversial power and water tariff cut that has been decried as rank tokenism. Then by defending the vigilantism, the alleged vigilantism of his ministers. And most recently, taking the first step on the path to populist anarchy by holding a dharna in clear breach of the law that has earned him a virtual show cause from the Supreme Court. As if this wasn't enough, an MLA expelled by his party, you heard him today, publicly accused Kejriwal of being a dictator. This and much more prompts us to ask whether Kejriwal is any more immune to the moral corruption bred by power that any of the netas he holds in contempt. The big questions on India debates. To a full panel tonight, is the expulsion of VK Binny by Arvind Kejriwal justified? Binny expelled, Bharti shielded. Has Kejriwal being selective in enforcing discipline? And does Binny's expulsion expose AAP's autocratic my way or highway attitude? Let's put those questions out tonight. Joining us, Uday Sahai of the Aam Aadmi Party, Vineet Narayan, senior journalist and commentator, Tina Sharma, Aam Aadmi Party member, Pinky Anand, spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, with us in just a few moments. Mr. Deepak Amin, Congress spokesperson. Let me first begin with Mr. Vineet Narayan. Mr. Narayan, many people are bemused, if not disappointed, by the manner in which Mr. Kejriwal has acquitted himself in office. Some people have come out and said that he has been co-opted by the allure of power, of absolute power. Would you agree with this statement?
I'm not surprised. I'm the one who's been saying this day one when they were sitting for dharna on Jan Lokpal bill. You see, their demand was like Gadhe ka Singh chahiye, something which is not possible to achieve, you know. But just because you wanted to remain in limelight, you wanted to galvanize some young people by misguiding them, you know, you did that. And now everything is coming in open. You know, you can see the anarchy. Because the point is, it is not a group with an objective, with target, with ideological commitment, with discipline, with interaction of, you know, a long process. It's a crowd, and they're behaving the way crowd behaves, and ultimately leading to anarchy.
Okay, what would you have to say to that, Tina Sharma? Because many people have sided with Mr. Vineet Narayan in the analysis and assessment of the first 30 days of Mr. Kejriwal's rules. And there are several instances where Mr. Kejriwal, while having earned some plaudits, let's not take that away from him, has also earned himself a reputation of being a bit of an anarchist, someone who rails against the system, who is still in agitationist mode rather than governance mode.
I completely endorse my colleague's statement which has just happened, and I feel that, you know, it's a mob which has no vision, which has no direction. They just wanted to show that they have, you know, something different apart from other political parties. I mean, if you talk about BJP and Congress, but then people have believed them. I also believed them, you know. I've joined them recently, and I strongly feel that they have no vision today. I mean, they're just endorsing the anarchy attitude in the society, which is actually not good for the society and nation too.
Well, some people have said that this is being deliberately done. It's being deliberately done to provoke the Congress and the BJP, the mainstream party, so that they can pull out of government, they can oppose government, they can vote against it and bring down Mr. Kejriwal. Do you agree with that?
I do agree with it, and we should not forget that, you know, even today rickshawala is understanding law and, you know, stuff which political party have been manipulating for 65 years in our country. And I think that the good thing which Aam Party has given us is understanding of, you know, the trickiness of those political parties which we were not understanding off track as of now. But I strongly feel that they had very good chance with them, and they have not exploited the chance. I mean, they've actually
people repose faith at a time when there was a vacuum, Mr. Sahai, in the Aam Aadmi Party. But Mr. Kejriwal has, by some accounts, faltered.
I personally feel that it's a movement, and during the movement you have formed a government, so there is a little mix, and people start prejudging because they are not able to differentiate clearly between the movement and formation of the government. You have a vision with which a lot of people have connected to our party, and then you have you know, strategies and tactics. You may find at times that there are, you know, tactical flaws. That doesn't mean that you get disconnected from the vision, which is very clear, and one of the major challenges in our...
How long, Mr. Sahai, will you keep that the ends justify the means? Look at some of the means that have been employed. Mr. Bharti and the other minister, Rakhi Birla, show up in a neighborhood in Delhi, playing to the galleries, taking on the police. You have Mr. Kejriwal sitting on a dharna, defying a court edict, or at least the edict of the of the police force and the Ministry of Home in a sensitive time. Mr. Nayak,
I want to intervene. You see, Arvind Kejriwal is demanding control over Delhi police. Understandably, right stand. Method may be controversial or debatable. My question to him is that there are certain departments which are directly under your nose. For example, the revenue department.
Yes.
The sales tax. You know, so much corruption takes place in that department. The entire North India purchases goods and commodities from the Khari Bawli and Chandni Chowk and other areas. Nobody pays tax. Illegally, commodities are, you know, smuggled out of Delhi. This whole interaction is going on. His whole movement started against corruption. Here is an opportunity for him to show that when he governs, there is no corruption under him. Or at least there is some check on that. That department is not tackling. He is talking of something which is unachievable in the short time. I personally feel this whole gimmick is to somehow hit the parliamentary election so that they can gain some more seats.
Sahai, is that it? Opportunism?
No, not really. That's a tactical move. I mean, you have
tactical
to prioritize.
Move what is tactical move?
A tactical move in the sense that Arvind Kejriwal knows very well that where Aam Aadmi is hit, and police is one of the organization which which is on the road and in the thana, and people do interact with them and face difficulties in their day-to-day life. So
well, let's look at this. Let's look at policing. He had promised to form a commando force for the safety of women. Already there have been several instances of crimes against women, Mr. Sahai. Where's the commando force?
Well,
he had promised.
Where is defense training they've been talking about? And
Where
they said 24 hours they'll do everything.
Let me tell you that
there are several other things that I could list.
Yeah,
when it comes to
and
securing
then
women.
they're too ceremonial on women issues.
Where are the raids? Where are the raids on buses and scooter walas? Your vote bank, who have still not installed alarm systems, buzzers, or even go by meter, Mr. Sahai. These are the things that matter to the people. These are the things that
meters, that is one of the most perennial problems of the city.
I mean, that's open corruption in your face, Mr. Sahai. 1 minute. Mr. Sahai, respond to that.
Yeah, one by one. First of all, you raised the issue of the commando force. Let me just share with you that there are several rounds of discussion about formation of the force, and already they are working on it. I mean,
was it one of your 18 promises?
Commando force,
Sorry. For electricity and water, you've already given subsidy. So don't talk all that.
Don't address the issue.
The women issue was priority, and this is the party which has taken birth with Nirbhay and Gudiya gang rape. You should not forget that.
Pinky Anand, that's the point, isn't it? Pinky Anand, I just want to bring in
Why
Pinky
round
Anand
and
on
round
that
of
point,
meetings
Mr. Sahai.
now?
She's going to ask you a couple of pointed questions because you're going to tie us up, in technicalities. Pinky Anand, cut through the arguments here.
No, I agree with you. The couple of features. One, Aam Aadmi Party was possibly seen as everybody as a new party, and therefore party with a difference, and therefore people went along with this extremely new idea because it seemed fascinating that there would be performance. Where has the performance been? You said you'll reduce electricity, no reduction of electricity tariff. All you did was like Robin Hood, take out of one pocket and give to another pocket. You said you would give free water. I don't know where the free water is given to. You do not even have metered water supply. You don't even have regular water supply to anybody. Where's the question of giving 700 litres of water at whatever loss of various 100 crores which it may cost to the exchequer? You say you will have Jan Adalats, you can't handle them, people go amok, there is danger of people getting mobbed and killed, and you call it off. You have a law minister who violates every system of the constitution. He violates his oath. He violates the criminal procedure code. He harasses, terrorizes, intimidates the police officers to search without warrant in violation of criminal law. Thereafter, unlawfully, forcibly enters into premises where women are there. Thereafter, he outrages the modesty of those women by forcing them to even urinate in public and to have a physical search. And thereafter, Mr. Kejriwal, who vows that he will take action against anybody who commits anything wrong within his system, defends Mr. Somnath Bharti as if there is no option aside of Mr. Somnath Bharti. The Delhi Commission of Women gives notice to Mr. Somnath Bharti. Absolutely. 2 times he says he doesn't receive it. On the 3rd time he goes kite flying and sends lawyers, and there is no answer to that.
That's the contempt for
women's issues. Where do you think there is any credibility of this Aam Aadmi Party?
Mr. Sahai?
And then what to top it all,
several points.
You start from this issue of protecting. Just 1 minute.
Ma'am, you have listed a number of issues.
Then you go on to having a dharna in violation of 144th CRPC, in violation of people's rights, in violation of your official oath of secrecy and confidentiality. You think you're running a government? You are only running an anarchy. You've forgotten that it was ever there for any purpose. Your aim is only to get to the parliament, and that is
give him an opportunity to respond.
No care for the citizens of Delhi whatsoever.
Mr. Sahai?
Ma'am, you have listed about 13 of the issues here where you feel that the party has erred or not performed. But if you recall, Arvind Kejriwal himself has listed about 21. It is not
my feeling, it is the feeling of all.
Instead of getting into each issue that you have raised, the point that I am trying to make
is get into the issues. This is what the debate is for.
In 20 days, he already listed 25 issues which the party has settled. 1. And so far as women issues are
what
concerned...
are these issues? Let's talk about them. What are these issues?
There's nothing.
Mr. Sahai, what are these issues?
There's nothing concrete.
What issues?
Rahul, I just want to add something.
Just an eyewash, nothing else.
Briefly, I want to add something. This water and electricity was not the initial agenda of this whole movement, if they call it a movement. The whole movement started against
security.
corruption.
Where are the cases against
these are popular.
Rahul, we had one gang rape in Delhi yesterday, right? And where is Aam Party people? Where is Aam Party Shadia Elmi and Rakhi Birlan? We don't find them on the channels.
Let me finish that point that power and electricity are populist measures which are taken up by every political party. You are eyeing only on electorate. You are not eyeing on your objectives.
You know, you're here to put a point of view across.
Sir, so far as water and power are concerned, you are giving technological solutions which are easy to arrive at.
Subsidy?
But when you are talking about women issues and corruption, it takes time.
And what technological fixes are you talking about?
Subsidy is no solution. It wasn't there in
Kejriwal said in 48 hours.
You were not talking about subsidy.
He did come out with.
Have you forgotten what Mr. Kejriwal said? No, have you forgotten what Mr. Kejriwal? Deepak Amin, you are partnering this government. Now, I'm not saying because moment later you're going to jump and say we're not giving it outside support, we're giving it issue-based support, this, that, the other. You're equally a stakeholder in what's going on. Please respond. There are many people who are saying that it is the Congress that is holding back Mr. Kejriwal on corruption issues because there's a cozy nexus that is built between the two. There is a nice backslapping arrangement. Is that true, Mr. Amin?
Rahul, let me make it very clear. The party has made this its stand very clear on this issue. We are giving them outside support on the basis of the 18 points. Otherwise, we are as much in opposition to the AAP party as any other party.
How are you in opposition?
We do not. The Congress party does not want people of Delhi to face another election. They want to give the AAP party a chance to deliver on its promises and its mandate, particularly on the 18 points.
Why you become so generous?
Why are you protecting?
No, why you become so generous?
Aam Aadmi Party is filing a case against Congress tomorrow.
Like I said,
are you leading the country down the path to anarchy? Because that's what your leaders have said. Each one of your spokespersons over the last few days has hit out at the Aam Aadmi Party saying they're populist anarchists. Today you've had Raj Thackeray in Mumbai endorsing that very agitationalist point of view. How long are you going to allow this?
Now this will happen in every district headquarters soon. You will see the same.
How long will this precedent?
And another. 2014
how long will the Congress abet this precedent?
After 2014 elections, they'll pull out the support.
Mr. Amin, how long will you abet in this precedent?
There is no question of abetting this, Rahul. Like I said, we are supporting the AAP party only in so far as they need the numbers to run the government. Otherwise, we are...
No, you are supporting them. They have not performed.
Interest is being
not
served.
We
do not let's break this down. Let's break this down. I want to break this down. Mr. Amin, 1 minute. Let's break this down. You say that you want the Aam Aadmi Party to deliver on its promises. 30 days have come and gone. No signs of it. A preemptive move was made to supply or cut water tariffs and electricity tariffs, which benefit nobody. Because on paper, that subsidy only reaches some people who have water connections and Bijli connections. 75% of Delhi, by all indications, is completely out of the pale. So what public service is being achieved by this government? Crime against women is still there. You have vigilantism of the worst kind. You have a minister who goes against a constitutional authority, decides or feels nothing about defying orders. What are you upholding?
We are absolutely opposed to this anarchy. We are opposed to their water bill. We are opposed to the electricity regulation.
Tell me what happens. Tell me what happens in a few days. Mr. Amin, what happens in a few days when the Aam Aadmi Party decides to hold a special session of the Assembly at the Ramleela ground, which the Delhi police say is a massive security threat? What happens? Will you support it to pass the Jan Lok Pal?
I cannot predict what will happen in the future.
No, why can't you? You're a spokesperson of the Congress. I'm sure the Congress party has discussed these scenarios. You are briefed by various people in the Congress party.
I am briefed by nobody about what will happen in the future, Rahul.
Will you support a Jan Lok Pal? I'm asking you, will you support a Jan Lok Pal session?
In fact, Rahul, it is the Congress party which is putting pressure on our party to bring out a draft at least of the Jan Lok Pal bill. We have not seen that.
The way you
I mean, I don't see where
It's
is
very interesting that you are being abused, you are being insulted, you are being accused, you are being threatened to be sent to jail, and you say just because you want to save Delhi from another election, you want to support them. I mean,
Anyway, you'll get into elections. Anyway, you'll get into elections. I mean, you can't escape that. Sorry.
The Congress party does not take decisions in a
Congress
haste.
is too
We took a
afraid of
very
Mr.
measured
Modi and they will
decision
use any
to
plan
give the people of
We
Delhi
understand. You've
a chance.
manipulated well. But how do you
Mr.
vote
Sahai,
it?
let's come back to Mr. Sahai. Mr. Sahai, today your ally, and I'm using this word deliberately because it's quite obvious that they're supplying you with the crutch, the numeric crutch, to exist in power. So let me ask you,
clarify. Numeric crutch is different from an ally.
I'm using the term numeric crutch. I'm using the term numeric crutch and by association tagging you as an ally. If you differ with me, well, you can state your reservation, but let me first go across to Mr. Sai.
I absolutely do differ with you.
You have a numeric crutch in the form of the Congress that is doing a better job of defending your record in office than you are, Mr. Sai. Why is that?
Sir, let me explain my position to you. I am a member, ordinary member of Aam Aadmi Party on issues like political issues. I am not here to defend the party because I am
so
not
you have
really
no courage of your convictions?
No, I am not really aware about the nuances of the support, and it will be presumptuous for my part.
Are you happy with the manner in which Mr. Kejriwal has acquitted himself in the last 30 days? I'm asking you a straight question. If you're a supporter of the Aam Aadmi Party, are you yes or no?
That yes, he has delivered a lot of things that he said, and
what is he delivered? Let's get into the specifics.
The promises.
You're not addressing
which lot of
this
things?
debate
You give
in
us point
specifics.
to point, no?
Give us the point-to-point breakdown of what Mr. Kejriwal has achieved in his first 30 days.
They've done.
He promised an agenda for change in the first
Rahul,
10 days.
Rahul,
he did.
on 28th Feb, you'll have notification in Delhi for Lok Sabha elections.
So it's
so
a
you're
countdown.
left with no time.
So it's a countdown.
It's a countdown,
okay,
of course.
come on.
So let's start with the critical issues that you are raising about women's security. Now, to my understanding, already there is a plan which has been put in place regarding raising of commando force. Commando force, let me tell you, is not raised in a day. It takes time. And the training itself is something which is a little long drawn thing.
Delhi State Iraq has training under them.
60 days
function.
Not necessarily. Commando doesn't mean.
How can you do that? No.
This is a little simplistic view. This is a little simplistic view because you are not raising a police commando force. You are raising a commando force of like-minded people who are able-bodied and who can be trained into.
No, sorry, Rahul. It will be again,
let's talk about let's talk about more germane issues.
Now,
because let's not talk about what is proposed, sir. You said he's done a lot, he's achieved a lot. I want to go to the next question in this debate. But Mr. Sahai, tell me, what has been achieved? Achieved as in the past tense, not what will be achieved. What the plan?
Sir, the promises are made for 5 years, not for 3 months.
Mr.
And
Kejriwal,
Mr.
Kejriwal set himself a deadline.
That's very vital.
Kejriwal set himself
That's
a deadline,
a very vital point because all the parties.
Kejriwal set himself.
72 hours.
Why is it
you weren't ready to give Sheila Dixit 5 years? Were you ready to give Sheila Dixit 5 years to improve the law and order situation? No, you weren't. Why should you?
You have given her 15 years to improve the situation, did not improve. And now we are expecting a party to improve the position within exactly 30 days.
That's a very convenient.
Which is not convenient, sir.
Mr. Sahai, you're trying to say कि लोगों ने औरों ने corruption किया है
15 साल,
जी नहीं मैम, हम कर रहे हैं तो क्या फर्क पड़ रहा है?
दो राज्यों में आपने कभी क्यों नहीं लिस्ट किया कि 30 दिनों में उन्होंने क्या किया?
उनके इतने high moral grounds they didn't had. You had
और
high moral grounds.
that is how 30 days.
I want to give another example, very different than
you're trying to.
Can I?
Yeah, please.
You see, his Janata Darbar failed miserably.
Yes.
Complete flop show. Which means, when you invite crowd, you cannot solve problems administratively. But having failed miserably, he wants to recreate that situation in front of Rail Bhavan, forcing the government to act under the crowd pressure. Why this contradiction in behavior?
And
even with one experience.
What was the result? Two people going on,
at least
two
he had the
SHOs
intention and
being
the
sent
courage.
on holiday.
Give you women's security.
Two SHOs. No, look at how, Mr. Sahai.
Yeah.
You compromised on your demand. Your demand was outright suspension. Your demand was outright suspension. What did you settle for, Mr. Sahai?
Because army
Do
had
I need to tell you?
The demand was to remove the guys who are in the health affairs so long as the inquiry is going on.
Suspend them.
They settled for paid
Suspend
leave.
them.
And they claim that
Perhaps you have...
failed to gather people there.
Mr. Yogendra Yadav is on record. Absolutely.
Their claim was not only suspension.
I have a question for Mr. Amin.
No, that claim. 1 minute.
I have a question
They
for
wanted
Mr.
to come out
Amin.
to
Mr. Amin.
in
In the case of Ramlila ground Ramdev's meeting,
police
you could
comes
smash
under
him
Delhi
and throw him
government
out
and not under
overnight.
center.
And why you allowed these people to continue at the Rail Bhavan? When Ramdev sat on Dharna with huge crowd, you just, with lathis and golis, everything, you just threw them out.
Would you...
Same night, of course.
Would you want to have a constitutional crisis in your hands? It is in fact the maturity of Sri Sushil Kumar Shinde.
Two wrongs don't make a right. Mr. Narayan, two wrongs don't make a right.
Exactly. The Lieutenant
Two wrongs.
Governor, they
To be fair to the Congress,
we are very impressed.
To be fair to the Congress,
we are very impressed.
But it is the political maturity
I want to
and their experience with governance that led to the diffusion of this particular
governance. Understanding which we find, towards them.
You were very lucky.
A resolution of a constitutional crisis can be considered as any understanding.
You were very lucky, Mr. Amin, that the LG of Delhi came to your rescue. But let me just turn this debate in a different direction.
These things don't happen by luck.
Let me turn this. I want to come back to Mr. Sahai and I want to turn this debate. And I'm also joined by the editorial director of the New Indian Express, Mr. Prabhu Chawla. I think he's connected with us and I just want to bring him in. Mr. Prabhu Chawla, we've had the unsavory event today of an Aam Aadmi Party MLA being expelled from his party on the grounds of indiscipline. But we have another MLA and a minister, in fact, Mr. Somnath Bharti, who has the full support of the Aam Aadmi Party top brass for being equally indisciplined, for making all sorts of allegations couched in the worst form of invective, for taking on a constitutional body while he was flying kites, for going out and, by all reports, being part of a whole cabal of people who molested a number of women, all sorts of indiscipline. He's still there. Is this my way or the highway? Is Kejriwal being selective in enforcing discipline? Is he being corrupted?
You see, I won't say he has been corrupted, Rahul. I would only say that the party was emerging out of some kind of a movement. It was a movement they never expected to come back to power in such a short time. They have come back to power in such a short time. They have beaten all estimates in the general public. This party has to be evolved. They are not able to evolve. One has become, there is an establishment party which is led by the Chief Minister and the Ministers who are now the so-called owners of the party, and there is the Aam Aadmi which is not part of the ownership of the party. So this MLA who has been expelled, he became an Aam Aadmi within the Aam Aadmi structure establishment. So establishment is striking back on those who are speaking against the establishment because they have established two different norms. The Question Party has not evolved. They have given some kind of a constitution to the Election Commission for recognition. There is no known constitution of the Aam Aadmi, that how the party functions, who elected Mr. Kejriwal, the party's boss, how the executive committee was elected, how the National Council was elected. So there is no proper discipline authority which is defined under the Constitution, which is known to us. It may be there. I'm not in the Constitution, therefore I can't speak on their behalf. But what is known outside is that some powers have been taken away by the cabal, as you call it, I will call the group of people who are the establishment. So it has become established versus the rest. With the kind of politics which they are doing, it is unconventional politics. They are trying the new kind of politics which people lap it up. Because people of India, they are fed up with the corrupt system which has been ruling them for the last 65 years, 70 years. All political parties have become very corrupt and authoritarian. So it was welcomed by Aam Aadmi, therefore they were seen as the new people. But as you rightly saying, now the two different kind of yardstick has been followed, which happens in any party which becomes a political party and goes into power. As they say, power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. So some people have got absolute power, therefore they are not aware how to use it. I still feel that Kejriwal is honest. He is doing his best to keep the system together, but he is not able to compromise with the system which is there. He is not using the system to its advantage.
That is very worrying.
He is fighting the system. That is the worrying point about it.
That is very worrying.
He should use the system.
I don't think it's only the system.
He has to understand the system.
He has no understanding of law.
Let me complete. He is not trying to. He is not trying to understand the system. He should change the system from within. He is becoming rebel from outside of the same system on which he is presiding over.
Yet Mr. Chawla, he's intolerant, and I want to bring in Mr. Sahai here. He's made some points, ma'am. I'll just bring in Mr. Sahai. Yet he's intolerant of other people who are dissidents within his own party, who get up in a party platform and significantly outside of the party platform and direct the party in the direction it should have been heading. Mr. Sahai, Mr. Bini, by all accounts,
on the contrary, this
was making important points.
Yeah, on the contrary, I see that this party has been extremely democratic. You have people with dissenting voice from one part of the country to another part of the country taking AAP's, membership and still being critical of AAP.
No. Come back to this point. Mr. Bini says he wrote several letters.
So that,
1 minute. Let's break it down.
We have
Now,
our
I don't
own
know.
identity.
And I don't carry a brief for Mr. Bini. But this is what he told us here on NewsX a few days ago. He said, I am accused of not raising matters in party forums. There has not been one meeting of the larger body where I could have raised these issues. At that time, there was only the meeting of a particular committee, and that committee, the mandate there was not to raise any of these issues. He wrote letters to Mr. Kejriwal and Mr. Kejriwal's office asking for an audience. He never got a reply.
I wrote many mails. I have a lot of mails on women's security. How
Mr.
can
Sai,
we,
respond.
do in with
you close the door on
Mahila
someone,
and Bal Ayog.
you push them out,
there's nothing.
then you accuse them of indiscipline when they speak out.
To the best of my knowledge, I don't think they closed the door prematurely. They took time and they internally debated to what extent they can go. And the fact that lot of AAP members have dissenting voice, still they are members of AAP.
Because they're social activists and you're not listening to them.
Just because you are a social activist,
they're dissenting.
just because you are a social activist and you become a part of a party, then you are also
the greatest problem is
part of a discipline
has
which
been saying that we are just 10 rupees member. We are just 10 rupees member. So our value becomes
many
10
people have said it's a rabble. It's a rabble. It's a rabble. It's a rabble.
Some people do not have even 10 rupees membership. Now the membership is free across the country. 1 crore people are.
There is a.
How do you deal with them?
1 minute. Let me bring in Mr. Chawla. Mr. Chawla, there is an inbuilt contradiction here. An inbuilt contradiction in the manner in which Mr. Bini has been treated. No internal committees have been set up to try and judge Mr. Bharti, despite the long list of grievances. No committee has been set up to judge the actions of Mr. Kejriwal, taken from all accounts independently to sit on dharna in defiance of those who advised him against it. We have this from, very high sources within the AAP machinery, for a debacle of that proportion that the Supreme Court has taken note of. It's a clear case of double standards, Mr. Prabhu Chawla.
No, you may call it double standard. Yes, it appears to be double standard. Question is, I told you in the beginning, this party is evolving. It is not a party as such, because a certain collection of people have got together. As somebody is pointing out, it's a very democratic party, because they have no screening of the membership. Anybody become member and then started speaking about AAP, and that is considered a democratic opposition. I don't agree with that, because Gopinath is saying something sitting in Bangalore, somebody is sending somebody else there, and we are giving them projections. But their views are not being accepted anyway. But Bini, the episode is quite
example. This is hardly a political party, Mr. Chawla.
I have one
hardly a political party of any
That's what I'm saying.
Can I ask you something, Prabhuji?
No, let me... please.
How do you see Kumar Vishwas going and addressing rally and,
maligning?
Of course, I mean, he's in Amethi, a self-claimed candidate for AAP party from Amethi against Rahul Gandhi. How do you see it? Without official announcement, he's been there first. And second is, when Arvind Kejriwal says on Bini's issue that no sitting MLA has, we've decided that no sitting MLA will fight Lok Sabha election. On the contrary, Arvind Kejriwal comes up next day and says that I'll be fighting Lok Sabha if party wants me to fight. How do you see both these statements? I find it undemocratic. You can't call it democratic.
No. That's what I'm saying. I think what you are saying, different words, I am saying the same thing. I think party has no structured constitution or forums of decision making. The question is, no, everybody saying something in the morning, somebody else is saying something exactly the opposite in the evening. That is not democracy, because party should have a clear view on everything else. For example, on the president remark yesterday, Arvind Kejriwal made some different kind of statement, some other members made some different kind of statement. So I'm saying it is evolving because they don't know how to deal with certain issues of national importance.
Prabhu, I think you missed the initial part, we will connect it later.
Prabhu, only difference that I would have on the subject is, I do not see how they are evolving. Evolving would be if they are taking a conscious decision and going in some direction. The only direction in which they are going is not towards evolution. The only direction they are going in is to try and become the Prime Minister of the country and head in the direction of leaving the Delhi residents and the Delhi citizens to themselves. To hell with them, so to say in as many words, I'm so sorry. And then to carry on for the entire nation.
You have not allowed me to complete.
Here, we can't handle Delhi, but we are going to now come to the whole nation.
No, let Mr. Prabhu Chawla finish. And then Mr. Narayan, you can ask him a question.
Because all of you have... all of you have point of view. I agree with all of you. The question I am trying to say that for governance, you need a different mindset. For fighting on the street, you need a different mindset.
Yes.
The party has not been able to get a mindset for a governing party. It is still an opposition party within itself, because they don't know how to govern at the moment. I must give them credit for, okay, they are occupied a chair, but they don't know how to use their chair. That is what is evolving there, because even the party is there, but who is the party president, we don't know. Who is the general secretary of the party, we don't know. But everybody is speaking about the party. All of you are saying we are party. They want to become the Prime Minister, yes. Anybody can say. Opinion polls are also saying that he is the most popular non-BJP, non-Congress Prime Minister candidate. But that doesn't make you the Prime Minister candidate. The question is, everybody is speaking different voices. It's a collection of individuals who made a movement successful. So, yeah, please.
Prabhu, first of all, I totally agree with you that they don't know how to govern. The point is then why they're being so ambitious going national. Let them govern for some time and deliver, number one. The initial part you missed when I started the debate, when you were not connected. I feel it is not a party, I feel it's not a movement, it's a crowd. And the difference between crowd and group is group has a written constitution, it has a clear objective, it has a discipline of functioning, it has an ideological commitment. A crowd is crowd, I mean it has no direction.
It's a rabble.
Yeah, so that is the kind of group it is. I mean, it's a crowd.
You can call it
they are wanting the country to believe that see, there is an interesting joke going around the city now, that if he becomes the Prime Minister, he will sit for dharna in front of the President House and will demand all the three forces of defense be given under my charge, otherwise I'll run the government from India Gate. I mean, what is this behavior?
No, but Prime Prime Minister, by the way, I will correct you, Prime Minister is in charge of everybody else. Commander-in-Chief is President, but that is notional. It is the Prime Minister who controls all the government machinery. But I must tell you, if they were a crowd, people would not have given them the mandate. You may agree with don't agree that they have democratically elected MLAs of the city. But
if you give
mistake or not, they have committed a mistake or not. No.
You'll agree with me.
No. Well, let us complete.
Please.
Let me complete, because I am saying they are running away from governance because they don't know how to govern. Possibly they want to get out of the government. This is my feeling, is that they want to get out of the government. The Congress party is not willing to withdraw the support because they don't know what to do with this kind of person.
They have tried everything in the book.
Will you agree with me if I say that there's a perceptual vote in India? There's an emotional vote in India. There's a polarization of perceptual vote in India. And the people who are actually voters doesn't understand why to vote, whom to vote.
Mr. Sai?
Do we agree to this?
I think we should not insult voters. Voters of India are quite intelligent. They know whom to choose and whom to defeat. They have defeated the Congress. They have chosen our party and the BJP.
No, but the more fundamental point.
They have chosen people in Madhya Pradesh. But the question, so far they are betraying the people's expectations.
Fundamentally, Mr. Chawla, what I am sort of gleaning from your analysis is that it's the power, suddenly the untrammeled power that comes with post, that the Aam Aadmi Party is in awe of and is not being able to exercise in a manner which perhaps is in consonance with the norms of office. And that really is a serious problem. Mr. Chawla.
Rahul, I must tell you, Mr. Kejriwal is holding the post of a Chief Minister, but he is not performing the job of a Chief Minister. That is the problem with him, because
and that's the question. You see, the question
is he eligible for PM now?
Is he not performing because He is not using the power for public good.
I don't know why we
or
are bringing PM. I don't know why we are talking about PM-ship all the time.
1 minute. Let's not digress. Let's not digress. Is he not performing?
Nobody can prevent anybody from contesting election.
No, because Mr.
How
Chawla, I
can we
want to
stop
ask a
anybody from
fundamental
contesting
question.
Lok Sabha election?
No, we understand the point you're making. I think that, we are not going to go down that route for a moment. Is he using the power to further his own ends, or is he actually using the power to further the ends of public good? That's the fundamental question. Tonight he is being accused of Mr. Binny of the former.
I think you've answered your own question, Rahul. You've answered your own question. He's only furthering his own self and nothing short of that.
Let's not prejudge.
I agree with him because he's using the power. You are right, Rahul, when he says that he knows his power is temporary. He may not be in the chief minister's post after 2-3 months or whatever. He can't sustain because one MLA is lost. He loses one more, the government goes. If the question is, he is only holding on because the Congress party is there. Even if one more MLA also protests like Binny has done and they expel him, the government is in a minority, even with the Congress support. The question is, he is using the power as a chief minister's post because if he was not a chief minister like he would have, let me complete. Don't interrupt, please don't interrupt, and because I am speaking, and you can speak when you speak, I don't interrupt. I'm making a formulation which I forget. I'm not a young man as you are. So let me complete my formulation. So I'm saying that he's using the power to sustain his popular support base because people hate police. He picked up an issue which is police. Nobody is coming in support of the police. People are saying, okay, he raised the right question. There are certain sections of the people whom he wants to connect with. He he inaugurated a hospital, something with a rickshaw puller person. So he is creating some kind of a connect with the same voters who they think he is doing the right job. It is his ambition to become the Prime Minister of India. It may be, but we are not discussing that point. And the point is that he wants to looking for an issue on which he can get out of the government.
Absolutely. So
rather
what's
than
the
government
difference?
pulling him down. That is my vision.
Okay, Mr. Sahai, what's the difference? What's the difference between? One second. What's the difference, Mr. Sahai, then, between Mr. Kejriwal and the netas he holds so much in contempt? Mr. Sahai?
The biggest difference is the difference of style. The biggest difference is the difference of objective.
No, let's
that is how, because
stop talking in substantive
he
terms.
is going out of box. He is going out of box.
Mr. Sahai, let's address this. Let's address this on facts, on empirical facts. If he is using power to further the ends of his own political interest, then how is he different from any other neta he holds in such contempt? I'm asking you a straightforward question.
I do not think that he is furthering his own interest. He may be furthering the interest of the party whose heart lies in a constituent.
In office. When he's
not
the
in
chief
office.
minister.
Not in office.
When he's the chief minister of a government.
Not
he is
really.
furthering the interests of the political party.
He is there as the chief minister because he is supposed to deliver few things which he has himself said he will be in a time frame. And in 30 days, if you look at the list of...
Not for the good of his party, for the good of the people of Delhi.
Good of
the honest voter who elected him.
Good of the party who represent Aam Aadmi Party, Aam Aadmis of Delhi. And that's how when...
He doesn't represent all the Aam Aadmis of Delhi.
That's how when...
He's only won 28 seats at last count, 27 okay, now, of course, after he expelled Mr. Binny.
It's not a small chunk.
And only 23% of the vote.
23% of the vote.
23% of the vote is not a small chunk.
There are 77% of the electorate that never really voted for Mr. Kejriwal. That's a fact.
But that will expand.
So if he's, how?
That will not expand because you had only 500 people
you
at
see,
Rail
even
Bhavan.
the last time when we were talking that people are...
at Rail Bhavan, only 500 people.
Mr. Sai, which people does he represent? Which people is he representing?
Which people he is representing?
Is he working for his own constituents?
Prabhu Chawla ji rightly mentioned about the rickshawala inaugurating a hospital in Delhi. Has it ever happened?
That is tokenism. That is tokenism.
That's not tokenism. That is symbolism.
One minute. If the same rickshawala stopped from overcharging and fleecing the people of Delhi for the corrupt practices that he or she as a rickshaw driver enforces upon other people, forcing them also to break the law.
What about giving a shelter to rickshawala?
The same auto rickshawalas were also fleeced by police in Delhi, and
that hasn't stopped.
Yeah, so that
how has that stopped?
That has stopped. That actually has
stopped. Who is he working for?
That has actually stopped.
On what basis are you saying this?
Uday, I mean, you have no idea of ground then. I must say that.
You have
no idea of ground
yes,
then.
The publicity he did about the sting operation, first of all, it's the duty of the administration to check corruption. It's not the duty of the people to leave their work and set up cameras and become investigative journalists. Anyway, he gave a call. He put his photographs and posters all over the city. Do give bribe, catch people red-handed. I want to know how many sting operations are taking place every day.
And then helpline
Sir,
is not working again.
Let me tell you, a large number of clippings are being sent to the office. They are verified, and whenever it is actionable, they are taking action.
When
you may not get these
Lok Sabha?
statistics.
Why not?
after
After Lok Sabha?
In fact, there is a fear in the.
No, why not get the statistics? Because there is a big fear, sir, that some ghost Babu working in the background might use one of those clips to blackmail individuals.
And
there's a big fear of that.
There could be use and
why shouldn't this all
misuse
be
and
made?
abuse of any technology
Why
that you
shouldn't
employ.
this be?
Rahul,
But my
what
point
is a safeguard? What is a safeguard to prevent against greater corruption? I'm asking you,
I have
Mr.
a question to Uday ji.
This center is completely kept away from the glare of everyone. There is no independent audit of this center. It is a secret, almost bunker-like facility somewhere in the heart of Delhi that works in the shadows, in the recesses of A, the public imagination, B, the government's imagination. No one knows who's overseeing it. How do you know that it's not being abused, this sting operation, to blackmail individuals? Mr. Sai, where's the accountability?
You see, in any system that you introduce, there would be some misuses, but you go by the pattern, the trend, and the kind of, first of all, let me make it clear to you, all of us also have the police power within us. And this is what he has reminded. Yes, I'm coming to that.
Stop beating around
Mr. Kejriwal has actually empowered people by reminding them of their own power. And sting operation is no exception.
Okay.
Anybody can conduct a sting operation. Even a journalist doesn't have a legal
I'm
power
asking you a simple question.
Yeah.
We are completely diverting.
We are not diverting. We are not diverting.
I'm asking you a simple question.
Yeah.
If he is furthering his own agenda, how is he different from the netas he holds in contempt?
I do not think that he is, furthering his own agenda. He is furthering the agenda of the constituents which elected him. And there lies the problem, because his styles are out of box.
No, how?
You start with police. You start with police. You go on to women's safety aspect.
How? What with police? Start in what way?
The fact that he's empowered the entire Delhiites to conduct sting operations.
He got two people sent on holiday.
Yes.
Rahul, let me give an example of empowering people.
No, 1 minute. You send two people off on holiday on taxpayer money, and that's empowerment of the people.
No, not really.
That's escapism. That's escapism, Mr. Sai, that's escapism.
You are citing one example to make your point.
That is the example, sir, that you staked the security of Delhi on last week.
By what?
By going on a dharna, asking for the suspension of two police officers.
As a citizen of Delhi, he has a right to sit on dharna.
You were happy in violation of the law?
No, I think there was a technical
Which rule book? Which rule book? What technical issue, sir?
Friend, that day 144 CRPC was imposed on Rajpath, not near Rail Bhavan. Let me tell you.
144 imposed, yes or no?
No, it was not imposed on the spot where he sat.
He wanted to crash the gate.
No, he did not. He did not sit on the spot.
He was restrained. He turned that into also a dharna.
This is the greatest fallacy that people are, mixing up Rail Bhavan spot from the Rajpath spot. 144
no one is mixing
CRPC
up. There's a
was
Supreme
imposed.
Court case now.
Supreme Court has raised this issue. They are supposed to give reply. They will be giving reply.
Supreme Court will not.
Why would the Supreme Court
has not prejudged?
Why would the learned Supreme Court, a bench headed by the Chief Justice himself, have issued notices if the petition of the PIL was
PIL that you find?
Let's go across to
correct
Mr.
my
Chawla.
friend Rahul, just a minute.
Yes, please.
Rahul, just a minute. Let me correct my friend. He is, I think, not fully informed. 144 has been imposed around parliamentary area for the last 25 years.
Yes.
It has never been withdrawn technically. So it is an area in which 144 is permanently imposed, renewed every 10 days, 15 days. It is automatically done. The Rail Bhavan, where he sat on the dharna, was very much part in the 144. It is not the new sentiment. It was earlier also. So I think he should look into facts once again and then decide about it. But as he rightly pointed out, one thing which I am really worried when Kejriwal says that I am the Chief Minister of Delhi, where I will decide where I will sit. Then where is the Aam Aadmi? So my question is, he says if I am the Chief Minister, that means I am VIP. Therefore, I can decide the place of my choice.
Let Mr. Sai
So that is the point which he should. I am just worried that he says I am Chief Minister. I will decide where I can sit. So that is what the attitude is little different, because can an Aam Aadmi sit in front of Rail Bhavan? No, he cannot.
Sir, if I am incorrect, I will check up my facts. This was shared with me.
You check up. I may be incorrect also, but I know it because I've been in my parliament for the last 25 years.
I do not know whether
no, Mr. Chawla, I can say for certainty that you're not wrong.
I'll check up the order whether that area is also covered.
Respond to that point. Respond to the more rhetorical point.
Because a police officer shared with me this fact that
let us speak on the more rhetorical question that was raised by Mr. Prabhu Chawla. Respond to that, Mr. Sahai.
That's what I am responding to. He raised the issue that for the last 25 years, 144.
No. He raised the issue of the Chief Minister saying that I am the Chief Minister of Delhi. I can sit anywhere on Dhanna. Where does that leave the Aam Aadmi?
Representing the Aam Aadmi.
Does he speak for the empowered elite of Delhi, or is he speaking as an Aam Aadmi?
He didn't say that I am sitting here. I am sitting as a representative of the.
I don't know if you've been briefed by the Aam Aadmi Party.
He did say that, but the import of the sentence is that he is representing the Aam Aadmi.
I have power. I can sit anywhere.
Can an Aam Aadmi sit in Dharna Rail Bhavan?
We cannot. We have Jantar Mantar, and police has requested them to go to Jantar Mantar.
Mr. Sahai, respond. Sorry. Respond, and I'll. If you respond without beating around the bush,
Rahul, we are getting into. I'll suggest Rahul one thing. Rahul, one thing I will suggest for this. We're getting into minor things is different. I would ask to raise the question. There was 18 points which he promised to various people. They were written about, and Congress Party gave support to 18 points, which are all administrative, for which you don't have to go to the assembly. What happened to the remaining 16?
Mr. Sahai, respond to that. What happened to the remaining 16?
You should ask Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson what happened to the 18. But I have a feeling that if you look at his interview, he has clarified in just 20 days how many promises he has fulfilled. And unprecedented, if you compare the two states which have just got out of the elections, you will find that they have not even done 25% of the.
They have not done moral policing.
They never promised.
They never promised. Mr. Chawla saying. Mr. Sahai,
your party only has.
Mr. Sahai, they never promised. They never went to the electorate and promised.
Aam Aadmi Party never promised that it will deliver everything in just 30 days.
I must say they don't even.
We are
demanding too much from Aam Aadmi Party in 25 days.
No,
they did not. They did not. You gave.
Okay, we are wrapping this up. We are wrapping this up. We are wrapping this up because Mr. Sahai.
In 30 days, they never said that we will wind up everything in 30 days and close the shop. After all, you have mandated them for 5 years.
I regret to say, sir, you're being a bit economical with the facts. I regret to say this. We're leaving at this debate at this point. Lots more coming up in just a few moments. Thank you for watching. Good night.